It's great to hear. I watched the news today and I heard his original soundbite in meeting with you in the Great Hall of the People, and I was very much impressed by what he mentioned as the original aspirations about the founding of diplomatic ties between the two countries. And with that, we have to talk about your late father, who played a very important role in establishing a friendly and visionary, I would say, relationship with China. Back then, China was yet to take off, let's say, in terms of economic relationship. What would you have told your father, your late father, seeing the changes that you've seen and seeing the level of relationship that this bilateral ties have elevated?
You're absolutely right. He played an important role in building relationship between two countries based on the solid foundation. So when he became president, a visit to China was one of his first, I believe. After 1 year, he visited China.
In the early 1990s.
Yes, it was, I think, 1994. And that was a day when we built those relationships. His legacy is dear for all of us. We follow his path, including in our foreign policy priorities. And among those priorities, China has a special place. Definitely, during the last 20 years, the world has changed. Azerbaijan has changed. But priorities did not change. So I think if he could see from heaven where we are now, I think he would have been proud of Azerbaijan and of Chinese-Azerbaijan relationship.
You talk about reform that your father initiated, and you have also started to implement broad-based reforms. Could you report you have done something, that the country has actually moved on from just exporting resources to building industries that are modern, that are green? What could you tell us on that front? And what role has China played in that regard?
Well, example of China and the modernization and the reforms of China are inspiring for many countries. It's a matter how the countries use this experience, how the leaders of different countries can learn from positive experience from other countries. I can tell you that the path of progress of China was inspiring for us. So as far as I'm concerned, my primary objective when I assumed the office was to preserve political and social stability in the country. At that time, country was very poor. And of course, we were a subject of penetration, attempts to influence our policy, interference into our domestic affairs from different Western circles. And in these circumstances, to preserve political stability, security, and safety was task number one, because I clearly realized that without that, we cannot develop. And that was done. Then we started to build strong economy. So today, foreign debt of Azerbaijan is less than 7% of GDP. And our hard currency reserves, they are 14 times more than our foreign debt. So we reduced unemployment, poverty to the level of 5%. We diversified our economy. And also, as you mentioned, green agenda is one of the main priorities. So China is playing a very important role in that, because the solar panels which have been installed in Azerbaijan, they're made in China.